Alright guys, Crimson Desert's latest patch 1.05 came out a couple days ago, and they officially added the MFG 6X and Dynamic Frame Gen into the mix. So you can see with the implementation of NVIDIA Streamline SDK 2.11, I already did a video before this even came out, like almost a month ago, by downloading these files separately from NVIDIA's site. So except Dynamic Frame Generation, the other 6X frame gen was available in the game. So if you guys want to check that video out, it's going to be up here. But now it's official in the game. So I just want to come back and test out how it's going to run natively with Dynamic Frame Gen. So this is going to be a quick little video testing it out. I was going to be on 4K settings. So yeah. And you can see these are the system specs. It's a 5080 ASUS Tuf version of the GPU, paired up with the 9000 XVD and 64 GB of DDR5 memory running at 6000 megahertz. And nothing is overclocked, everything is base speeds, and it's the latest driver, 596.36. That's about it. Let's jump in and see how it's going to run on 4K. Alright guys, so we're in the game. You can see we're on DLSS 4.5 and DLAA. Just to start it off, we're going to turn off frame gen for now. And you can see dynamic multi-frame generation is available now. I'm keeping it off just to see if we have any, if the performance has improved or not. And everything is set to cinematic with max lighting. Here it is. And that's it. Now let's see. Okay, 33 FPS. Okay, that's actually pretty good. 33. Did they improve the settings a little bit? Because the last time I played it, I don't think I was getting 34 FPS without frame gen. On native settings, 32? Really? We don't have the latency meter on because we don't have reflex turned on. If I turn on reflex, we'll get the latency back. That has a toll on the performance a little bit. Not too much, but you can see we lost about 2 FPS right there with it turned on, but not a big deal. Getting 76 milliseconds latency, man, the game just looks so good on these maxed out settings. But yeah, 30 FPS, from what I believe, like last time, or on the day one, I was only getting 20 FPS with the ray reconstruction turned on DLAA. So this is like way better, I'll fight those guys in a bit, but okay, that's a good improvement, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, wait, ray reconstruction is turned off. Thought it was on. Why was it turned off? Okay, yeah, now it makes a lot of sense, yeah. Never mind, guys. I take all of that back. Now we are only getting 18 to 20 FPS I was before. So, whatever I said, yeah, it's the same, guys. So you want the smoke, okay. Now the latency is 106, which is pretty terrible. But I think they made the movement really snappy in the combat. It feels so smooth now. Wow, okay. I like that, man. This guy is putting out a lot of new updates really quick, and I like that, Yeah, 21 FPS, pretty much the same that I was before. So since we have all the other settings now, I'm gonna go to quality mode and then use frame gen on 2x. I'm not gonna use dynamic multi-frame gen yet. I'll test it out in a bit, so I'm gonna keep it on that. And look at that, 72 FPS immediately just by putting it down to quality mode and having 2x frame gen. And I said this is the way I'd play the game. I don't think I need more than this. Let me get the horse. But yeah, man, it's a beautiful looking game. Getting 72 FPS, for me this is going to be the best settings. I really wouldn't go beyond this. But again, it's totally up to you guys to do whatever you want. There are some people over here. I'm going to go up there and try to fight them. But before that, let me go ahead and use dynamic multi-frame gen. So if I enable this, is it going to jump the FPS all the way to... I think it's going to stay on 120. Maybe they're using... So enabling MFG, dynamic MFG is going to automatically crank up the FPS to, 130, 120. Whatever the game decides to go with, I guess. 75 latency is still pretty playable, but yeah, you can see that. See the grass? I don't know how visible it is. The grass still seems pretty shimmery. If I do this, you can see that. See that? Really distracting. So those issues are still here. And on keyboard and mouse, it's pretty responsive. No issues whatsoever. So the gameplay wise, it's looking pretty good. Just gonna, you know, mash these guys up. They didn't die. Yeah, the controls are really responsive now, you know. Come here, buddy. There it is. He's dead. So 128 FPS. I think that's how it is. If you have a dynamic frame gen enabled, I don't think you can control that. So if you just pop that puppy on, it's going to automatically go to 130 FPS and it tries to lock it over there, I believe. Okay. I mean, it's still really playable. I don't see any fault or any issues with it, except that now the UI elements, I'm talking about map. The map is a little blurry. I mean, it's not as bad as it was when I tried to enable it through the NVIDIA app. Now that it's officially supported, it runs way better. Okay. 11 GB used on the VRAM settings, on these settings. So, and again, I will not go below quality settings. It's completely playable. If I just turn this off and go to 6x frame gen, and take you all the way up to 180 FPS. Now it's upscaled from 30 FPS. And do I see any artifacting on 6x? Not so much, but yeah, the artifacting has definitely increased, and 86 milliseconds latency is also not the best either. Damn. He's not dead. Come on, dude. There it is. I mean, the fighting is totally, completely playable though. No issues whatsoever. 77. Yeah, this is totally playable on 6x frame gen, but again, you don't need that. So, if I keep it on 6x and then enable my dynamic frame gen, yeah, then I don't think it's correlated with this. It's its own separate thing. It's gonna lock itself to 130 to 140 FPS, even with 6x frame gen set in the background. So yeah, no matter what the MFG you set it to, if you enable dynamic frame gen, it's gonna set it itself up to 130 to 140 FPS, I believe. So, and again, this is completely playable. I don't see any issues whatsoever. And even the latency is super smooth. You can see that this is really responsive. So yeah, I'd say just keep that on, man. This is actually really playable, you know, and it looks amazing as well. So that's a dynamic frame gen enabled. Okay, that's all there it is to show you guys. You know, I'm just maxing the game out, and it's completely playable with just quality upscaling. That's all you need to do. Enable dynamic frame gen if you want to. Otherwise, keep it off. It's up to you. But I say keeping it enabled is the best choice here, because you're getting pretty stable, high refresh rate experience, and also minimal input latency. I mean, it's kind of bad. It's at 70s, but still playable. If it was anywhere around 100 or more than that, then I'd say, no, bump it down. But 75 is totally playable on a controller, and even on keyboard and mouse, it's pretty playable for a single-player action-adventure game. So I'm not mad about it at all. You don't even need to go this far anyways. Just 2x is totally fine, like you saw. And that's where I'd keep it, you know, 2x frame gen. I've scaled from 37 base frames. So, and now it's like 65 milliseconds instead of 70. So this is where I'd like to keep it, but again, it's totally up to you to change the settings according to you. Doesn't matter. Like once you get anywhere from 70 to 80 FPS, smooth, playable frames, then it doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want from there. But yeah, this is gonna be the safe and the best option for me. My recommended settings: 2x frame gen with DLSS quality and everything maxed out on the 5080. Completely playable, guys. I'd say the new update is pretty good. Oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention. When you enable dynamic frame gen, you can see it's trying to keep whatever base frames you have enabled and then try to upscale it to, whatever you can that suits the game. So right now you can see 35 FPS, upscaled to 106, right? So it's gonna try to stay on that. Instead of like if you put it to 6x frame, then it's gonna lock the FPS below 30. That's not that great, but this is way better. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out as well. So that's it. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section. And if you like the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more benchmarks. And I hope you guys are having a great time wherever you are. I'll catch you guys in the next one. So take it easy and peace out.